families and friends. I'm Erin school occupational therapist. I'm so happy to see you again today, and I hope that you're having a great week. I know we're heading into our last week of school here before summer break. It's a very exciting time. I hope that you all have a wonderful summer and that you can enjoy some of, hopefully, the beautiful weather that we have ahead. So I want to say hi to my friends. Hi, friends. Hi. Hi, Miss Erin. Hi. Well, today, kind of in preparation for summer, I just wanted to share a few of my favorite things around the house that you may have or that are included in your packet, and just some ideas for how to incorporate them into play as we kind of move into summer. Before we get into those things, I do want to talk a little bit about this Learning Without Tears book that many received in their packet. If you do have it and are working with your child at home on pre-writing skills, you're always welcome to continue on sort of where we left off. We didn't touch too much on it recently in our videos, but it goes in a progressive sequence, and it includes a lot of opportunities for coloring, using different colors, trying to target your coloring to pictures, which is great. It then kind of moves into some pre-writing strokes, which I know we've talked about, things like practicing making lines down, practicing making lines across, and like here, lines down, down, also across. And then it moves into letters. And so you can see for each page that at the top, it shows the steps for building that letter. The smiley face is the starting point, and it also gives the cues that we might use or the language. So like L is a big line and a little line, right? So it's a big line down and a little line across. And then it gives opportunity to trace that letter L, usually about 4 times. There's also a picture there, so maybe you're not going to be tackling the tracing today or any day. Maybe you just are looking for some extra coloring opportunity. There are great pictures in here for coloring. A lot of times it's a fun animal. It'll have a nice thick outline to sort of help, target that area, make that picture stand out. It's usually a very simple picture, which is nice. There's not too much going on to be distracting or confusing. And so feel free, if you do have this book, to kind of try those things. And if you don't have this book, that's okay too. You can use, coloring book at home. You can continue to make some letters and have your child trace those, especially I would say letters in their first name in uppercase. But that's kind of up to you. If that's something you want to continue on with this summer, you can. But if you're choosing to give your child a break from that too, of course, that's fine. Now I do want to talk about some of the things that you have at home. Most of us might have at home. If you don't have some or, of these things, that's okay too. These are just ideas, and things to kind of go off of. So of course, as an OT, one of my all-time favorites is Play-Doh. I just love Play-Doh. Most of my kids seem to enjoy it. I know that we do have a few kiddos who can be really sensitive to the texture of Play-Doh, and so I do realize that it might not be everybody's favorite. But for kids who like it, it's just such a great way to be able to have a really fun sensory experience, and then to practice some of those awesome pinch skills too. So I know I had made a video previously that really focused on Playdough manipulation, so I won't go into that too much, but just, whether it's just sort of free-form Play-Doh is awesome, whether it's making those forms that we talked about, like the pancake, the roll-up or fruit roll-up here, whether it's making the snake or the noodle, you know, all of these things with Play-Doh are just great. Or if it's pinching pieces off and putting them back in the jar, making little balls from Play-Doh, all things that you can try. I'm actually going to use my next favorite thing at home, and those are some coins. So a lot of times at school we might use big buttons that we have, but I know I certainly don't usually have a lot of extra big buttons lying around at home, but I do have some change. So you can always wash it if you're concerned about, you know, the change being clean, which is understandable. But I like to just take, you know, a few coins and bury them into the Play-Doh. If your child has a tendency to put things in their mouth, of course with all of these activities, but especially with the Play-Doh and the coins, we just want you to be extra careful. And so if my little one is really able to dig, I might leave the coins totally hidden in the Play-Doh. But sometimes it's helpful to have a couple kind of peeking out, and then can they pinch and find them, right? And from here, you know, we can put the coins into the jar, or we could put them into a nice big open container. Put in. Good job. We could also put them into a container with a lid. This is one we had done earlier this year where we cut a hole in the lid. So here there's a little bit more pinch precision required and a little more coordinated aim, right, to that smaller opening. Good. These are different ideas for that. And then if you have a piggy bank at home, that's another option. So just some ideas to incorporate the coins, especially with that nice pinch and putting in. And just so you know, when I use the piggy bank at home with my son, the pig eats, and then at some point he gets rid of the coins and we just use them over again. So, you know, you can always do that too. As far as, you know, sometimes we talk about manipulatives, and in school we have a variety, whether they're counting bears or we're using the magnetic letters, you know, different sort of hands-on things that students can use to sort of see and count, or representations of color. Coins can be nice too for counting. And sometimes their shiny appearance can be a little bit engaging. They do tend to be trickier to pick up, but you know, counting, oh, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. But they slide off the table really easily, and that's one way to make it easier to pick them up. Slide it and pinch. Also, I love with the coins is that we're really trying to practice either finger. I know our students might be using their thumb to point, so whatever we're trying to like point with, great for finger isolation and picking up. Good. Okay, so that's just a few ideas for coins. And I'm going to put this in. Transportation unit earlier this spring, and used cars to make some pre-writing strokes or to drive over the roads that we had made. And I love cars for that. You know, they can be great too when we're playing in the dirt or in the sand or on the table. Oh, is that a big line? No. Sorry, my table's a little slippery. Is that a big line down or across? So let's make a circle. you know, without having that letter or drawing underneath. I also like the cars, my other car fell over, but to be something to play together. So if you have two cars, then you have two toys that kind of interact with each other, right? This one might crash, boom, into the other one. And that sort of fun is also encouraging the use of two hands. Or you can make it kind of a cause and effect thing. I'm gonna crash my car. Boom! What did it do? It toppled this over. Oh, it crashed into the wall. Wow. So we get a little effect from playing with the cars. You know, maybe it doesn't always fall over. But we use this with a brick wall made of the large Legos, the Mega Blocks, or you could use Magnetiles or just regular blocks. But it's a nice reinforcer for cause and effect. You do something and then you see something else happen. You do something and you see the effect, you know, that your actions just had. Okay, so that's a few thoughts on playing with cars. Bubbles, always a favorite. Bubbles are so fun for so many of our kiddos, and it can incorporate a lot of things that we've been working on. Opening a container, using two hands, you know, even if it's one hand to hold and one hand for the wand. Moving our mouth in a coordinated way and blowing. And then, you know, this still might be something where your child needs some or even a lot of hands-on support. But if you can help them maybe catch a bubble, can they point to the bubble and pop? So again, here we're getting some finger isolation. And also I can encourage my child to reach not only to the same side to pop a bubble, but to reach across their body, which is an important skill that we try to give some opportunities to practice. So here I'm having to reach across my center, pop, to get to that really engaging bubble. So now let's move into stickers. Stickers seem to be a favorite of many students. A lot of times they're visually engaging. They have a tactile component, you know, being sticky on the back, and then also feeling a little bit different on the page. They're raised. And so, you know, plus they always seem to feel special. Stickers just have a kind of a special connotation. They can be a reward, I know, for many students at home, or, you know, depending on the classroom, even at school. But stickers, very popular. I just want to show you a couple ways to incorporate, you know, putting stickers on. We usually encourage putting stickers, you know, on something that they should go on, and of course not something that they shouldn't, right? And I'll just show you with some of the stickers that I have at home. My son has liked using. I find it helpful to tear out a page because it can be easier then to kind of work from there and to support a child's independence with participating in the peeling or the sticking. So maybe you're just working on putting the stickers on the page itself, right? So, and maybe you're doing the peeling and giving it to your child. Oh, put on. Good job. Push down, push. Nice. Or maybe you're gonna make a design, you know? Maybe you're gonna try to put your stickers all over the page, kind of up to you. For peeling, you can always help peel by rolling the paper back part way and seeing if they can participate in taking it off the rest of the way. They might need some help putting it on the paper, but that's okay. Just doing whatever we can. Also, you might need to put it on the paper halfway. So here you can kind of see, put Elmo on halfway, and then push down, push. Just focusing on having your child push it down. If you want to incorporate some more, targeted use of stickers, then you can always use pre-writing strokes or letter forms. So like I'm going to make letter E for Miss Erin. So big line down, little line across, little line across, little line across. Let's see, can we put stickers on? Let's make E with our stickers. So first, where do we start our letter? At the top, right? And here, maybe we'll use one of these. Show me where the top is. Trying to put the sticker at our starting place. And then we can make letter E with the stickers themselves. So put on, push. Trying to follow the drawing sequence that we use when making the letter. But if not, that's okay too. Just trying to target putting those stickers on to that letter E using some hand-eye coordination. Boom, put on. Good job. Here you can see I'm making that big line down first. I'm just trying to follow. And of course, your child's stickers might end up a little bit over here or over there, and that's okay. We're trying to make it fun too. Fun way. And then we can always trace over again after we make our E or our line down or our circle to feel letter E with those stickers. So that's a great way. If you are comfortable and it's something that's safe and appropriate for your child to put a sticker on, I'm going to put a sticker here. Where is that? Is that that's your hand. That's your hand. Oh, where's your knee? Where's your knee? Oh, there's your knee. And then can they find that sticker and take it off? So stickers can be used sometimes with body awareness too. So speaking of body awareness, this is kind of the last thing that I wanted to share is a mirror. So many students just love mirrors, and this is a regular, kind of bathroom mirror. I know that there are a lot of mirrors made for children, for young children, that are stable, will stand up, and that are softer with their edges, and so if you have those at home, that's always great. But if you don't, if you can supervise and assist your child with using a mirror, then that's another option. And I just love it for body awareness, especially of the face. And so, looking in the mirror, let's see, here's my nose. I see my nose. Where's your nose? And then working together to help your child find their nose. What do we do with our nose? Do we listen with our nose? No. Do we see with our nose? No. Do we smell? Yes. And it can just be a great jumping off point too, to kind of go from there. How many noses do we have? Just one, right? But how many eyes do we have? 1, 2. But using the mirror can be very engaging for so many, and you can also, of course, incorporate making silly faces, funny expressions. A lot of times students might be, more into the process of what they're doing if they can see themselves doing it. This is true during self-feeding. If you're working on helping your child participate more independently with self-feeding, having a mirror there, or I know some students have even used an iPad with the kind of the camera feature turned on to them so that they can see what they're doing. It could be, they can actually get that immediate feedback of what their body is doing through use of their reflection. It does, it provides a lot of immediate feedback, especially if some of our students, their bodies are still developing into where they can feel where their body is in space and know what it's doing. Having that mirrored image image helps them see and perceive where their body is in a different way. So I did put crayons in my pile because, you know, of course, any opportunities for coloring, even if it's just very brief, I think are great, encouraging pinch skills, encouraging directing our reach, and our positioning of our coloring tool is a really positive thing. So these are just some ideas for ways that you can continue on, you know, playing at home this summer with an eye for fine motor skills and for hand-eye coordination or visual motor skills, but also to incorporate a sensory piece into your play too. So I want to thank you so much for your partnership this year, and especially this spring. I know that this was very challenging for so many families and just such a new thing, and we really appreciate all of your efforts to support your child and their continued learning and growth during remote learning. I hope you have a safe and very healthy and wonderful summer, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the fall. I also wanted to say goodbye to my friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, Miss Erin. Hope you have a wonderful summer. Hope you make green choices, and I hope you have a lot of fun, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.